All right, Fatboy FadeAway episode 270 here with you. June 21st, Father's Day out there. So happy Father's Day to our dad, to Mr. Greg there, to Bruce E. Johnson, and to anybody else out there. Happy Father's Day. Here we go. What did I say? A
You got to
comedian.
give Bob a shout out. You can't just not name Bob.
Well, I did say my dad. It was the first person I said.
Okay. You said the father.
How do you spell Bob
I'm
backwards?
not gonna say. How do you spell dad backwards? So I saw some comedian where they said Father's Day is the 20th ranked holiday. Like the 20th, right? Like the guy's like, you got Halloween ahead on Father's Day, man. He's on this ridiculous. Like that. That was good.
I heard Father's Day wasn't even like a holiday until like the 70s.
What do you think? I wonder why. I'm gonna look. If you had to guess, what would be Father's? Why would it have been just because because Mother's Day is like what probably number got to be top 5 behind Christmas, maybe number 1, and what was that was the other line the guy said. The only thing people like is they like Jesus more than their mother. That's the only thing that they're 1 and 2 right there. It's a Christmas or something like that.
Well, they do all the pink hats and the pink bats, but they don't do any blue bats or any blue hats. So.
I think they do.
No, do they?
I think so.
Really?
I think baby reveal has made its way to the MLB. I think they've done it. I think they have the blue bats. I believe that's right. Tyler's
got the blue hat, so he's repping.
I don't know. If I did the blue hat for the
Father's Happy Father's Day to Darren and Tyler too.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Tom. That means a lot to be honest. It says the origins in the United States of Father's Day as we know it began in Spokane, Washington, in 1910, largely due to the efforts of Sonora Smart Dodd. Dodd was raised by her single father, William Jackson.
That a lady.
So Spokane, they don't just have those Gonzaga Bulldogs. They also have Father's Day.
Was off in 60 years.
Oh, yeah, 60. I was like 1970, man. What disrespect to World War I. Unbelievable. You gotta have.
I don't think it was a renowned holiday, like worldwide, globally.
So for you, what that means is when did they start making Hallmark cards? That's to me what you're like.
Exactly.
You want to like when did Sears start writing ads for stuff? That's the market for true Hallmark.
Sears. Now we're going back.
I was thinking of like our grandpa a little bit that. I remember they used to have the Sears magazine. It was a big deal. Sears right there, looking for the deals. Like I don't know that Tyler did any of your grandparents or like do anything like that.
I believe I've seen Sears catalogs around when I was a child, but I don't. It's not a core memory of Sears catalog.
It was in the mall. I remember that. It was in the
yes,
mall.
It was.
There was a Sears. I guess where down here in Cloverdale, where like the Wolf House is. That building. I guess that used to be a Sears. They told me yesterday. I was like, it's hard for me to imagine this little place.
That in Craig and Auto Parts.
Craig and Auto Parts, yeah. We got Craig and Auto Circuit City. We go all the way back. Circuit City on that.
Toys R Us.
So funny. Say that Radio Shack. Yep, that was a good one too. Yeah. So happy Father's Day to anybody out there with it. Hope you have a good day. All right. So Tyler, how's your week going? You texted us a little bit yesterday about your all-star team adventures. It sounds like you guys are doing well so far. Give us a little update on your summer all-star adventures here.
We're 2-0. We're in the winners bracket. We have a game on Monday against probably the second best team between us two. I think it's safe to say our team played well. We got to get the bats going. We're not hitting well enough, but the defense and we're throwing strikes. So I'm happy. It's kind of flat.
What were the scores you said?
What was that?
What were the two scores real quick?
7-2 and 9-3.
Okay. And you were saying it was flattery?
Well, it's just that they're built in like how I've always wanted to play baseball. Good, clean defense and pro strikes and get the game over in 2 hours. It's not these walkathons where it's 15-17. We just get in, get out. Play
Mark Mulder and Burley.
Exactly.
Now, how early do you have how often do you have the players arrive to the game?
Hour and 15 minutes for all stars.
early.
Yeah,
Damn, that's
then-
hella early.
Then how long is your post game speech?
5 minutes. Max.
Does
Running afterwards. Let's get the heck out of here.
Rod?
Do you buy the
or,
kids
Rod-
pizza? Or
What was that?
you buy the kids pizza? Any treats?
No, they're 2-0. They haven't won the championship yet. My gosh, where they get a flower for every win? This is no. This is hey, right, Tyler? You got this is nothing.
I'm here to coach baseball. I'm not their parent. I'm not their provider. They can get their own damn pizza.
Did you give a kid a ride this time, or was he not that important?
He unfortunately didn't make the All-Stars. Speaking of this, I'm not gonna of this kid. So, Darren, what would you do in this situation? You have a kid you're coaching for the regular season. After a playoff game, you post a TikTok, and it's not very. And it says something like, "Another little league is ass that you just beat." And you don't hear about it until you're coaching All-Stars. And they're looking for this kid going, "Oh, is Sebastian on your team?" I go, "No, he didn't make All-Stars." He's like, "Well, that kid owes us an apology or something." I was like, "Well, what do you want me to do about it? Like, I don't coach him. I'm not his parent."
He was on your team, though, in the regular season?
He was, yes. But I didn't know about it till after.
Yeah. I would say if it happened, obviously, well, you were still the coach of the regular season team, but you might have to at least confront yeah. But you're saying it happened like this week, right?
Well, they just told me about it yesterday.
Yeah. So that would probably be like, yeah, I'll let maybe his parents know, or him, the next time I see him or something like that. Yeah. But like, yeah, you don't have to like reach out and be like,
any moves.
It's not your kid. It's not your kid.
No,
if it's your kid, that's totally different. So it's not your kid.
But the funny thing is that Real Story moves to Africa in 2 weeks. So like, I don't think he's worried.
Well worth it.
Already
not gonna go to TikTok.
I can see Brian saying something like that on TikTok.
Oh, if Brian had TikTok back in the day, watch out, bosses.
God, are we so lucky that
your round table lady would have got crushed, man? You're out. You would have took her. I think that that would have been the only person I would think Brian I would have been worried about on social media posting. Remember you were not a fan of that lady.
Yeah, Tara or whatever.
And we don't have to get her. We don't have to get her fired or something. I mean, no, just kidding.
Aren't you guys so happy that we did not have that technology? Like, I think we would have in so much trouble.
I mean, you guys did, didn't you? Did you?
I still had flip phone, like a flip phone during. I didn't even have a phone during high school. So I mean, flip phone probably through the junior college till I was like 21, 22.
Then you start upgrading to iPhone at that point. I don't know. I mean, it definitely would have changed the way we would have done stuff, and like that. There is no doubt about that. I mean, even like MySpace changed things at a small scale. So then
I hate Ryan Houston Club on MySpace.
Brian what?
His name was Ryan Houston. He went to Rincon Valley and Maria Carrillo, and I wasn't a fan of the guy, so I did like an I Hate Ryan Houston Club or something.
You kind of sound like that. You kind of sound like that. Kind of sounds like the character from what was it? Brad Pitt's character in the Friends episode where he comes back on Thanksgiving and
with Rachel.
We have the I Hate Rachel Green Club. What's the part where he tries to hand her yams and he's like, I'm sure you would want me to eat them. The two things I hate most, Rachel Green and carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates. That's funny. All right. Brian, hey, jump back on. You're just getting underwater just a little bit. Jump right back on. The Knicks pull it out with the championship there. We were talking about that last week before we came on with it. Not sure what you guys thought of that, but I don't know why they jumped off. But hey, just yeah, that's what I was thinking about with the Knicks this week was them winning the championship. Obviously, big deal there. The one thing that was interesting with the Knicks winning was the Brunson angle of this. We talked a lot about the Brunson angle last week, but was the haters were the Knicks were gonna remember some of the haters that who's what's the Becky Hammond was taking a lot of heat this week because obviously she made the comment if Jalen Brunson's your best player, you're not going to win a championship. And she was pretty firm about that stance when she did say it. Now, obviously, I think I know what she meant in terms of, he's not a top 25 player all time or something like that, but still that's going to resonate with the team on that side. So I thought that, he ends up with 45 in the last game, kind of putting any doubters aside, making, I think, even Tyler, I think he will never come out and fully say it the way I would, but I think him at least acknowledging it and surprised him last week. He gave him those type of guys that had that kind of total doubt in him. And they couldn't say anything anymore because of it. Now, they'll still make he's not a top 50 player. We could get into all those small details, but
but isn't that the best revenge is if you win a championship and then the naysayers really can't say anything after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a laundry list of like high people, like Stephen A. Smith said it, Michael Wilbon, Nick Wright, Chris Broussard. I mean, there's a bunch of like, I mean, like everything that was going on at that point, they're just like, oh, he's the number 2 at best. He might. I think Chris Broussard at the time said he might not even be a top 14 point guard, which is insane. And it was just like, now you look at it and it's like, even Stephen A. Smith is like, what are we in here for, the Jalen Brunson sweepstakes? Like Kevin Durant's still playing in New York. Like a lot of people that got that wrong, man. I'm not saying I was one of the right ones on that side, but you look at him now, I mean, that guy's a champion, dude. He wins everywhere he goes, right?
He had such a meaningful game, game 5 there.
Oh, yeah, no, it was epic. I mean, he literally scored more than half the points. I mean, basically, you know what I mean? Like him and OG, like.
Yeah. So so that goes to bed there with it. Off season starts here soon. That's where it's going to get fun here in the next couple of weeks. We're starting to get Giannis to maybe Miami, Tyler Hero to Detroit, Ruber. Like all these Rubers brides starting to come out a little bit now. So starting to get that again.
Like, where's LeBron going to go? Right, too.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Warriors.
You think that's where he does end up? I don't know. I still don't feel like. I don't know. I just don't feel like he ends up.
He would love to play with Steph, I think.
As a Warriors fan, do you guys actually think you're going to keep that pick, or do you think you would somehow put it in a trade package to get another player?
I would say that they would be willing to definitely trade it for the right player. I don't think number 11 is, we did end up with Klay Thompson there at that spot. But it's not like Klay would have in 1 or 2 years been like what he was. You know what I mean? Like he would have been a good help, but like with Curry and where they're at, I mean, if that helps you get a Giannis, I mean, of course you're giving up the number 11 pick and multiple ones after that. I would say I'd be willing to give up this year's 11, and I would probably be willing to give up. I probably would do it with 2 more first round picks. If like I know I'd be getting kind of. I know giving up 2 would be is fair with another players, but where you're at, the commitment you've already made to Curry, I would be willing to give up 3 picks for Giannis
and throw in Pajensky.
Yeah, I just don't think this is like the sexiest pick in the world, so that's why I think that I could just see the Warriors trading it to get another player.
Depends on who they draft for it to be considered that. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
No, but that's where I kind of see. I'd just be willing to trade those picks for him in a heartbeat. That's for sure. A couple mock drafts I saw, like they ended up with like the guy from Michigan, Mara. You kind of see maybe Burrs from Atlanta. Fleming's been getting a few rumors, and then there's that other guy from Michigan.
What do you think? The Warriors are like the 11th best team in the league, 12th. 13.
What? No, they're probably 20, 18.
No, they're in the playoff spot because 18 make the playoffs. So it's
how can you say they're a playoff spot when they didn't even make they finished 10th last year in the West?
But I think they're going to be better this year. I mean, Butler went down with the ACL,
but he's not going to be back till about halfway, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just think they're going to be better this year. I mean, I know that's hopeful. But
see, that's different though. To say they'll be better, yeah, but I'd say right now I can't say they're top 12.
You don't think so? Like, I don't know, man.
I mean, they finished 10th in the West. They
I
did
mean, I
lose
mean, I mean, let's be fair. Casey did say they're going to make the Western Conference Finals last year. So.
he did say that. I'll give him credit. I mean, I see what you're saying. Like, if you're literally
That's
saying this
rude.
is for
That's
next
rude.
last year, I would agree. But Case, just a reminder: the Warriors finished at 37-45, 8
Yeah,
games
but
over
that's
500.
because Curry missed 29 games.
Well, do you think he's going to miss at least 15 this year?
I mean, if he misses 15, I don't think it'll be because of injuries. I think they're going to be around 50 wins next year.
So if they got 50 wins, they would be the 6th seed. They would have been the 6th seed this last year.
That's what I mean. I think they're like the 12th best team in the league.
Man, I think that's. And then let's see, out in the East, Miami finished 10 at
I think
43.
you guys need to move on from Draymond. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm starting to get more on board with that. I mean, he does give what he gives, but if we were able to get some assets for him or trade for him, I'd be willing to do it. But I don't think they will. I mean, him and Curry still kind of play well together. But I think ideally, I'd like to get a big to play with him to see what that would look like.
I would love if because James Dolan said he ain't gonna pay like over the second apron. So Mitchell Robinson, Jose Alvarado, and I believe there's one other guy. If they could get Mitchell Robinson as a signing, I think that'd be a very good signing for them.
Mitchell Robinson, yeah, they do need a big. They definitely need. He can't score. He'd be the lob threat, but yeah, he could. They do need size. That's the bottom line. They need somebody with size.
I think that'd be a great signing. Honestly, I really do.
So they end up there at the top 12, though. I'd be interested if Tyler don't where he'd say that they would be at this point. So I think the draft is next Sunday or Tuesday.
Blow it up, right, guys?
Huh?
Tyler would say blow it up.
Blow it up. Yeah, he probably would always say blow it up. Hey, let me ask you guys this real quick before I get off the NBA. So Tyler or Brunson, right? We're talking about Brunson. So would you have him over some of these guys? Would you have him over? Would you take Brunson over Luka?
No.
Brian?
Uh,
Brunson considered better than Luka? No, because is he better than Steve Nash?
Yeah.
That's a 2-time MVP. I don't know if I can do that.
Championship, so I mean, he's got that over Steve Nash.
That's
Casey?
a 2-time MVP. No.
No? Okay.
No.
Is he better than Jason Kidd?
No.
No.
He's not better. Is he better than Gary Payton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's better than Gary, but not. Wow. Okay. You guys are surprising me with these answers. I'm not. Is he better than Chauncey Billups?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So not Nash. So Nash and Kidd still are considered like all time to you in that sense, right, Case?
They raised the. I mean, it's very close. I'm not saying it's like
Chris Paul. Is he better than Chris Paul?
Yeah.
That's Brian would die. I like. How about Westbrook?
Yeah.
Man, see, like some guts. I like.
Yeah, Brian's got some stones on him. I'm like,
the big black holes in the world.
He did like to shoot. That was.
I don't know, man. Like Brunson's, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Like when his career's done. Like I think like those guys that you're naming, like Jason Kidd, Gary Payton. I forget the other one. God, I forget the one that you said, but I think Chris Paul. I think he'll be better at the end of his career, but right now I can't say he's better.
All right, let me give you two more. Kyrie.
No.
All right, and then this is not Kyrie. How about Damian Lillard?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a championship because you right. You would think Lillard's like body work there.
That's what hurts me in Gary Payton's mind is like he got traded to that Lakers team and didn't, in my opinion, didn't perform very well for a team that could have won the championship. So
yeah.
Like
right,
Jason Kidd took to the Nets to 2 straight finals. I mean, they got obliterated, but I mean
they had Kenyon Martin. Are you kidding me? Can't even kill me if he saw this on it real. He would.
Who do you think was the
would-
best player on that team?
he was
Jason
good.
Kidd, Richard Jefferson, Kenyon Martin, or
No,
Kerry
Kid
Kittles?
by it. It was Kid by
Yeah,
a mile. That's why they never. Yeah, I mean, those guys were good players too, but they weren't like they needed.
That's
they
what I
needed
mean.
to
Like,
keep them up.
I felt like he was like LeBron before LeBron because he took like teams that maybe shouldn't have gone to the finals. The
Yeah,
East
no,
was
you-
pretty weak back then, but I mean,
I would. Yeah.
they got destroyed by the Spurs, and then they got waxed by the Lakers, right?
Yeah, they did. Let me give you a couple more on Brunson, then we'll get out. I just thought is he better than Tony Parker
No.
because of the 3 rings? Okay, so the 3 rings that
And Eva Longoria.
that was short. He didn't make it last.
Yeah.
All right. How about Derrick Rose?
No.
Yeah.
No, yeah, bro. I love it. I love it.
He's the youngest MVP in the league. Are you kidding? Do you not remember people?
John Wall.
Yeah.
John Wall.
When I think of Derrick Rose, I think of like disappointment. What could have been?
Yeah, because of the injury.
That's like a Bo Jackson thing, right?
Yeah. Is he better than Baron Davis for Brunson? Hey, you say he's better than Gary Payton. You gotta say that. Baron Davis.
Yeah,
I would say Brunson's better than Baron Davis. Yeah.
All right, last one. SGA. We got currently on the Thunder.
Yeah, he doesn't flop as much.
the right-handed and left-handed floppers of the league. We got them both covered that way. Imagine if they were both on the same team with Luka. Then we'd have some real issues. You have some real flopping going around.
How do you think Jimmy Butler feels? Andrew Wiggins and
Cat got a ring
with the rings.
Not feeling good over there. There were some interesting videos that came out from the celebration that in the streets of New York. Yeah,
I got stabbed in the face. That was crazy.
Yeah, how about the one with this lady? I don't know if you guys saw it. I've got to go. I hope I got it. Interesting looking woman, we'll say, but she takes out. He literally like spray painted some of the garbage cans like orange and blue, and she literally is dumping the whole thing on the ground and then walks away with it. Like I was like somebody on the post was like a new laundry basket, Like I don't know.
I mean, like, if we're doing
ton of people there though. Ton of people there.
If we're gonna do a top 5 celebration, this is my order: Tom Brady launching the Lombardi to boat. That's just like that was epic. I was like, I've never seen someone just like
that was a risky move by Tom. That was a risky move, Tom.
And then J.R. Smith walking around with a shirt, like without a shirt for like a whole month was insane. like to me, that was like one of the most iconic. Like I was just like, oh my god, this guy's just literally just living life. And then number 3, which is like, I think people forget about that. Remember when Klay Thompson just steamrolled that lady? And it was
he was like ready and just ran her over.
Trying to find the championship ring on the ground on all 4s.
He was so hammered. He was so out.
Oh man!
How about Gronk?
And then FIFA, the championship league, when they launched the trophy off the bus and then they ran it over.
Yeah, that was good. You don't want that.
I think number 1 for me though is the Knicks. Like that was an epic parade. Like it was just like pandemonium. But that Klay Thompson, like when he just steamrolled that lady and just like, I mean, and then it was just like it's just trying to find the Infinity Stone on the ground. Like
man, I remember Gronk too. He was 35 sheets to the wind a couple of times. And then how about Tom and his last one on the Bucks coming off the boat?
That's what I said. The one where he's
I know he threw it, but like we have the video of him like coming off of the getting on land again. It's always a funny one of him because you just don't see Tom ever like that. So that was an interesting thing too at that. All right, so you had that NBA wise, like I said, draft coming up on Tuesday. So we'll probably talk about what happens with the Warriors next Sunday a little bit there. As we move into the off season, Johnson there with it. All right, so I want to do a little MLB here for just a second. Man, I'm a little worried, like Brian, with some of these like proposals coming out that it's not like they're the players union and the owners are building momentum towards getting a deal done in the offseason. Like MLB, like they're coming out with some like I think things that would help the game overall in terms of there being parity. But it's I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the one with the college where they wouldn't have players in high school be eligible for the draft anymore. They'd have to go to college for 2 years. They would cut down from 20 rounds to 12 rounds, and some stuff like that. And then the players are like, no, we're not even close on side. So, Brian, I do worry that the owners and players are getting pretty farther apart here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that could derail the baseball's momentum is just having a strike.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be good timing at all. I mean, they have, like you said, some good momentum there leading to things. And so not the best time to have one for sure if this was the time. But I also saw I was looking at the standings a little bit and thinking about through the American League they got to pick it up. Like the NL looks like it reminds me kind of the NFC and the AFC this year in football where you're like Denver and New England. Like, I mean, you do have the Yankees. That's kind of that outlier, but outside of them, you really don't have. And the Yankees feel a little different this year than last year. And so, well, I don't know. Just seems like the NL just seems a lot deeper. Like I do like the A's. They're a good team, but the reality is they still are one game under 500. You know what I mean? Like they have that ability. The Blue Jays are struggling. I'm not a big Rays person, so maybe that's where I'm the other team I'm kind of down on a little bit. The Guardians.
I guess I look at it more positively is that it brings more excitement to the league that they have more teams that weren't in it last year.
No, I think the parity is good. I think that part is good. I just don't. The quality of the play to me is a little like just off a little bit this year. But maybe sometimes that picks up the second half and guys get back from injuries and they got to start there. And obviously the games become a little bit bigger in that regard. Johnson, jump back on again here in just a second. And then, so I found that interesting case. And then yesterday I saw Schwarber hit 3 home runs. And then I saw Bryce Harper hit for the cycle. And I thought it was funny because there was a guy on some other team this week. Pete Crow Armstrong. He hit for the cycle for the Cubs. And it was like, I think it was something crazy. Like maybe I'll look it up here, but it was like in the history of baseball, there's been 362 no hitters. Let's say in the history of baseball, there was 358. So it's like not saying it's like a perfect game where I think there's only 26 perfect games of all time, where it's just like very unique happens. For the most part, even though cycle and no hitters happen, you're like, I guess that's not that many considering how many games of baseball there's actually been.
That's crazy. I mean, it's a crazy feat. Like whenever you can do those type of like milestones, like in a career, like yeah. I think like honestly, I played baseball. We played baseball. I think when I was like 16. I hit 2 home runs in the same inning and then had like 3 triples in the same game. But it only happens like
not a cycle though. No, I'm just kidding.
No, exactly. That's what I mean though. It's like it's so rare, like you know, to get a single, a double, a triple, and a homer. Like to actually do it in like, 9 innings is it's like pitching a perfect game, but like hitting a perfect game. But like the odds of getting a single, a double, a triple, and a homer is it's pretty astronomical if you think about it. Like, like everything almost has to go right, like.
Yeah, the stats you got to have on it and stuff like that. Yeah, no, it is pretty crazy to think about, like, just how unlikely those two things are. You think they are more than the other is, but the cycle, you see those every once in a while.
Would you rather see a cycle or a no-hitter or a perfect game?
Well, I've seen a cycle.
Or see someone hit 4 home runs in a game.
The 4 would be pretty cool. That would be pretty sick to see 4 home runs. I would say the no hitter would be pretty awesome to see. Like Brian went 8 innings with TJ Ginn, but then he ended up with the loss, believe it or not, this year. A perfect game. That's an all timer, right?
How bad does Mookie Betts feel? I'm like, I feel the grounder.
I know. It was an air, so he still did it.
It's a perfect game going like this.
I know. That's tough. the defense, you got to tighten up, I think, a little bit when
Come
that happens.
on, man. Like, so as a
I've seen the
defender-
cycle. I saw Eric Burns get a cycle.
So if you're a defender, like
Shout out.
outfielder,
Shout out Nick
infielder, and you're feeling the pressure and the ball comes to you, you hoping the ball comes to you, or you just say, "Nah, I don't want this thing near me."
If I'm a professional athlete, I hopefully at that point in my life, I'm saying yes, I want the ball. I'm hoping that is part of it. Who was the guy? Chad Pennington, right? No, not Chad Pennington. He's the quarterback. Who was the shortstop that got that final out on the Braden no hitter? He was the switch hitting shortstop. He was on the team that he went. Was it Pennington? That was his last name. I feel like it was.
Chad Pennington.
So it's the same as the quarterback.
No, his Chad's not the first name of the quarterback.
No, yeah, it is. Isn't Chad Pennington the quarterback that played for the Jets, Brian?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, well, who is the shortstop? Come on.
I know it's Pennington, but I don't know if it's Chad.
Brian's not helping us. Brian went dark those years. He's not available to help us all. That's it.
Maybe I'm thinking of maybe it was.
That was 2014, like around, right? That would have been like around.
Yeah, I mean the only perfect game I've watched 1 through 9 innings was and I think you guys will appreciate that, even though it's Father's Day, was Mother's Day, Dallas Braden.
Yeah, that's the perfect
like
game.
1 through 9. That was like the only game I've ever watched. Like I literally watched the whole perfect game.
And that was the one that you were that was I remember listening to the radio on that one. That was the one.
No, well, yeah, but we were at Aunt Sheila's house. You showed up later. I think you got there in the 5th. But yeah,
I heard that. I heard the call on the radio. Like the actual one was the that's the one I heard.
I think you're getting old, but
oh my gosh, I can't remember. I'm gonna trust my memory. Cliff Pennington, that was his name.
Cliff.
Thank you. Started with a C. Started with
Big
a
Red
C.
Dog.
We were there with it. So he was on there with it. Tyler was with us, Ryan. I don't know. He went off.
What happened to Tyler?
I don't know. He went off there.
What do you have to go to batting practice an hour and 15 minutes early, or what?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing over it. I mean, this guy's obsessed with all stars, right? And give him what's going on over here. He's already doing batting practice.
Brian made it today. I'm happy Brian's here.
Right. Ryan, are you helping all stars, or is that over with? Are your coaching career? I thought you made a statement that might be the end of it. Are you done? Are you retiring, McGurk? I want to know a little bit there. And then was Carolina the best team, or I'm so glad Vegas lost though for that NHL. That's to me, it's they've been in the league 9 years. It's just totally going off the rails a little bit. 9 years, and they've been to 3 Stanley Cups. I'm like, the Sharks have been around for like 30 years, and they went to 1. I'm like, come on, that doesn't equal. Now at least they've lost all 3. He is retired. All right, you're retired.
You wanted the cheap owner from Carolina, the guy that cut like half the payroll from Portland Trailblazers. Come on, dude. He's not even paying for people to play on the team. Like, come on, like, you wanted that guy to win.
Should we have a moment of silence for Ryan? He's retiring from coaching here. I think a little reflection time there with it. A little reflection time. He helped out his community. I always say you got to help out the community. Ryan always did that.
Ryan was the best.
I remember when I wanted to do it. I always said, I was like, "Oh, Ryan's gonna be great assistant."
Ryan was like one of the best coaches, dude. And like, especially when you took like a little hiatus, and then we coached that playoff game, and then he shaved his head after he won like the playoff game.
Yeah, he probably was like 21 or 22 probably when he did that.
Oh, man. I was 18, 19, 18, 19. So he's 24.
I'm not sure there. So yeah, I was probably at 21 or 22.
Ryan was one of the best coaches. Ryan's like one of the most solid dudes I've ever met in my life. I just remember we were going to Norm's kitchen and eating omelets and hash browns, discussing game plans, and I was just like, "This is the life."
I just remember whenever we were like doing terrible, I'd be like, "All right, you're third base coach."
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing anything. You're going to third base for me. I'm not doing anything. All right, so MLB wise, we're on that with it. I saw some of the early Brian Balladine stuff for the All-Star game. And Shea Langoliers was where he needed to be at top of the.
How you can put Guerrero in over Kurtz? Come on.
I know. You got Vladdy, who is obviously going to get the popularity vote. There's no way Kurtz is starting. This is not going to happen over Ben. Uncle Rice is not happening there. He's not gonna start over him. He's a Yankee. I mean, the only thing with Kurtz is going to do is, let's say he has another magical. He has had a magical month and a half. You guys have been on just absolute in fuego. But if he has like a 4-homer game or something like that, that might get him. You just need that little extra boost or something for the national media to kind of catch on to you a little bit.
You got to go out and vote.
Who do you think's the best player in the league, Brian?
What? Go ahead. I'll let Brian answer it.
Brian, like honestly, like AL, NL, like who's the best player in all Major League Baseball right now?
I probably would say Ohtani.
Outside of him, right? Who's outside of him? I always feel like it's Judge probably still. No? It's got to be Judge still.
I mean, I don't know. It's just I would probably put Kurtz ahead of Judge right now.
Man, the NL, the AL second baseman race is not some of these names on here. We got Adams, Duran on the list over here, so we got some names over here that we're throwing out.
Sorry, I can see the lips moving, but not the hits. I couldn't hear the words.
I'd probably say Jordan this year's right up there. He's a beast. We talked about him last week too.
For the Astros.
Yeah, then who else? Bobby Witt Jr. would be up there too, for sure. He'd be up there. He's definitely a guy I'd want on my team. He might be the best all-around player, defensively, average, speed, like just kind of like instincts for the game. I would probably say he would be right up there as one of the guys I'd have a hard time passing on.
Can I ask you guys a question? Just because, I haven't been.
Nope, we got to move on. Yeah, go ahead.
Who's that? What's the
3 Braves and the ballot? Just because they've had such a good year this year, so I had to reward that.
Yeah, they've been good too. What were you saying, Case? What was your question?
Who's the stolen base leader this year, and how many has he got?
29.
That's it. 29.
I mean, that for nowadays, he's going to have probably maybe 35 at the All-Star break. That's pretty good. That's a lot for probably he'll probably have more than that actually.
Ricky Henderson's record safe.
Yeah, Ricky he doesn't have to worry about. He does not have to worry about anything that we know about for sure. Yeah, no, he's totally good. He's totally good on that one.
In the 80s, that guy was unreal too. Stolen base.
Oh, Vince Coleman.
Yeah,
I always remember Juan Pierre.
Little Juan was there.
And then the guy that Darren always got in fantasy, Jose Reyes.
Jose who? Reyes? Yeah. First pick overall. Yeah, no, so the MLB kind of hitting up here. A's 38-39. The Giants continue to struggle a little bit as well. They Arise Lee Jung-hoo, J.H. Lee. Second in average.
They still sell the jerseys at Dick's.
Still sell them. J.H. Lee, we got him right there. Arise. I think they'll end up trading a lot of people as well.
What's up with the Giants? Why can't they win? I don't understand. Like, they have a good roster. They just can't pull wins together.
I mean, their pitching outside of Webb is not the best, and they have an issue. Their bullpen have issues as well. Their hitting's really inconsistent. Like Devers, or some people call him Devers, has. I don't know.
I'll keep saying it, but I just don't think Devers is a good fit on that team.
Well, I mean, it's a lot harder to hit in the Bay Area than it is Boston. I know that. I know it's you got that green monster right there that helps you with a few hits there along the way. So.
Man, they have not had a good hitter. I would say the best hitter after Barry Bonds has got to be Posey and Sandoval.
Posey and Sandoval? There's got to be somebody better than Sandoval, right? There's got to be that we're not thinking of. Hunter Pence, he better than Sandoval, right? I mean, Sandoval's around, I guess, for all those championships, but he fell off the map. Remember,
he ate himself out of the league. But I mean, honestly, those are probably the two best hitters I think the Giants have had. Will you say after Barry Bonds? I mean, obviously, Jeff Kent was on that.
You're saying after that, in that era. That's probably yeah. They might be there. The second, third base. Yeah, probably most overall consistent hitters. Those are usually the meat of the order. I mean, I guess you could go Angel Pagan, had a couple good years and stuff like that, but probably not better than not as clutch as Sandoval and Posey too. But like I said, they had the Hunter Pence year. They had a couple of those guys that stepped up in the middle of the plate. So
I mean it's crazy that they won 3
Brandon Belt.
championships during that year.
Brandon Crawford. I don't know if people might say that, but I don't think they weren't better than Sandoval on them. So no, you're right.
I mean, like it's crazy to think because like I guess like the Giants. I mean, they won 3 world championships. Like within like 8 years, but it was all based on pitching, bullpen, and clutch hitting, and they haven't had like that. I mean, if you like think about like who would go in the Hall of Fame like after Barry Bonds, I don't really think like anyone's like because they got championships, yeah, but like actually like just like statistical players. I don't think there's a Hall of Famer that's played on that team since Barry Bonds.
Outside of Posey, right? Outside of Posey,
yeah.
Yeah. That would probably be the only other one I would say that I'd be there with on it. Another thing I was thinking about this week was the World Cup, and a lot of people are getting a kick out of the videos of Europeans and stuff like that coming to America, I guess, and like seeing like the videos and like like what is this raunch? What is this raunch? Stuff like that, and like the Scottish taking over Fenway Park and Boston, like going completely nuts, and
they drank all the Sam Adams. And they ran out of beer.
They had to bring in the Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
They had to bring in. Had to do that.
The fucking shark ate me.
One time, unreal skit. So we had that.
You'll be fucking fat bitches in no
time. Brian, go jump back on again. You're underwater again for me. We're almost done here. So, anyways, I thought the European stuff with the World Cup was kind of funny seeing fans come over and like Chick-fil-A, like all that stuff. Some of it I think is kind of, I know, like I noticed watching some of like the media stuff with it. I'm like, these guys have been here for like 2 years. Some of these videos they pulled out, so it wasn't the same, but there were some that were exactly like that too. But I thought that was kind of funny. But like they're like people are always ripping on America. And then, like the media, because if you're in a different country, right, like you're only gonna usually get what your media portrays of that country. So, we do have our issues, but there's compared to a lot of other places, you can order a stack of pancakes, you get that for.
I think my favorite part is when they realize that like sodas are free refills.
Yeah, that was funny.
They're like, you can drink this much Coke for free.
You have a lot of it for free.
The guy's like, get 1,000 of these. He's like, you can't drink that much Coke.
The free like the coffee refills. I was like, you don't have coffee refills? That's ridiculous.
It is funny though because I actually I went out and played pool just like to chop up what we were talking about with the Europeans, and we're playing pool, and they're from England, Australia, and Britain, and then Ireland, I think. And I was hanging out with Nick, and Nick's the East Coast dude. And so we're hanging out, and we're just, chopping it up, having a great time. And we're talking a bunch of junk to each other. And he's just like, what are you doing? He's like, I work at the wine industry. And he's like, I'm a camp counselor. He's like, so basically you're unemployed.
Yeah, that's what. That's funny.
I was like, here we go, man. And the British guys, he's just like, what do you want me to say? He's just like, I'm working here. He's like, I'm trying my best. He's like, you can't even speak my language. Like, there go.
It's funny.
He's like, how's Harry Kane doing today? He's like we're just
England look good. England look good. World Cup.
I was like, what about Kylian Mbappe? It's like, this guy knows sports. He's like,
Brian, have you watched a minute of the World Cup?
No, not 1 minute.
I figured you that. I've watched a little bit of it.
Come on.
And the USA I couldn't watch because I was at work Friday, of course. Not the best time to have it get 12 o'clock, dude, on Friday. But did see the highlights of the game and then watched a little bit here and there and stuff. Probably watch a little bit more as they get to the knockout round. But I did see the Messi game where you got the hat trick. That was pretty sick. Dude's unreal. So saw all that with it. That keeps moving. I think USA might play at the Niners stage.
He's the best player in the world.
I think he's the best player ever, probably. So yeah, you can make the argument he's the best player of all time.
England, right? United States.
They don't play England, and they're not in their bracket, so they'll play. Well, they're not in. They might play them in the knockout round.
USA already advanced, so they don't have.
What'd you say, Brian?
I thought I saw a video on Instagram when the United States plays England, and it's like,
Gotcha.
okay.
They played them a few. They played them maybe not in the last World Cup. I know it was one that they did play like within the few years, but I don't know who they play yet next. So
they already advanced, so the next game is basically like a bye, so they can rest players. So
yeah, so they're out there.
They'll go to the round of 32, and they're the winner of their group, so they'll get the easiest draw. I mean,
Also, they're in the knockout stage now.
Yeah, they will be. Well,
they'll be in it, but we're not there yet. They still got to play one. They still got to play one more game. I think that will probably start the last week of June. Yeah, I think the next game for the USA is Thursday.
Dude, Seattle, man, what an environment for soccer, dude. Like the Sounders, like for the MLS team, like Seattle has one of the best fan bases of all of soccer.
I wonder how that came about.
I don't know, to be honest, man, but like Seattle's
always
lost
all their teams or something.
Seattle's always got a raucous crowd. You know, they're the 12th man. You know, for obviously with the Niners and everything, they have their rivalries, but dude, it's just like an epic scene, man. Like whenever you watch that, I mean, like USA, like, man, like I love FIFA soccer. Like I told you, like I mean, I played soccer from 5 to 18, man. So like, don't get it twisted. Last week when I was saying the pitch and heavy touches and stuff, like I don't know what I'm talking about because I love soccer and I like. That was like one of my favorite sports. I played club soccer, you know.
We love you for the soccer and WNBA. That's why you're on the podcast.
And my good looks.
That's the one city I would never move to is Seattle because I hate all their sports teams and I think it rains way too much over there.
Now you got to go to the islands above it, and somehow it doesn't rain as much there. We went to the islands.
Spokane.
Yeah. Go celebrate Father's Day, Spokane, Washington.
No, but it's a great scene, man. Like FIFA World Cup,
been fun.
Yeah, fun. Dude, I mean, it's probably the most. I would say, like, out of the we have 4 major sports: baseball, basketball, soccer, and like hockey, I guess. But I would say soccer to me, like when it comes down to this, like I almost like it better than the Super Bowl.
Well, it's a longer period of time. I mean, you have it for you always have it on. But yeah, I would say that it'd be tough to beat the Super Bowl. This year's Super Bowl, you could beat it.
I mean, it's 90 minutes. It's 90 minutes, and you can just chill.
It was a pretty bad Super Bowl this year.
I mean, it gives you 90 minutes. Like it's like literally like more time now, especially the hydration break. So I mean, like you're talking about 120 minutes where you can just get faded.
Well, I like more commercials though. I want to be able to see what no, I'm just kidding. I want more commercials. That's what I want with it. Yeah, it's been good seed though. It's been a good seed out there. What do you guys have for winners and losers this week, Brian? Where do you got?
I'm going to start off with loser. Jeffrey Springs, you should be demoted to AAA. You're pitching absolutely horrible right now, and I'm hoping for a turnaround, but it doesn't look good.
He pitches for the A's, obviously. What did he give up? Like 12 in Vegas, and then he gave up 7 runs the other night against Pittsburgh. Yeah. And then can we just throw Hulk Hogan again in there? He was terrible. He's now we blew another save this week. It's something. It's Hogan something. I forget what Hogan something. Help me out, Brian. What's his name? Hogan something. We know what it is. We don't know his name.
Hogan Harris.
Hogan Harris. What a name. Hogan Harris. He was terrible again. Blew another save for him. So
yeah, we do have a chance to have a positive home save if we win today. So.
Yes, we do. You are right. We do have that. We need to win. Can't go 2-2 versus the Angels. That's not acceptable. But then we play the Giants Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I believe. So I wonder I always wonder if there's going to be any Let's Go Oakland chance when they play in San Francisco. Like if there's going to be any. I heard a couple last night when they were playing in Sacramento, but Sacramento fans will never get behind that because they're not going to diss their own city like that. So, Case, where do you got for loser of the what was it? Winner of the week with it, Brian?
Loser of the week.
Yeah.
I got Burger King breakfast. I went there at like 6:20 this morning, and the lady's just like, "We don't open till 7." I was like, "This is some bull."
That's why
I
McDonald's
was like,
is
7
superior.
o'clock. I was like, it's Father's Day. I was like, you guys should be open all day. She's like,
Casey. I remember when
all I
you
wanted,
Burger King breakfast for a football game.
all I wanted was a sausage, cheese, biscuit. That's all I wanted. Nothing crazy. Maybe a side of French fries. I didn't want a Whopper. I was like 7 o'clock. I was like, that's so late, like to open up. I was just like, this is insane. I was like, come on, man, like for real. Like Carl's is open, Jack in the Box, every other place is open. Like Burger King, you got to do better. Have it your way. You got to do better, Burger King. I'm telling you.
Well, maybe you should work there. Get an application, and then start to fight for that. Fight for the customers. Fight for the people. They're
not
union. So. Big Daddy when he shows up too late for the breakfast.
After I get done here, I'm going straight back there. I'm going to see that same.
What do you get?
Just a sausage, cheese,
croissant.
Yeah.
All right. Do they still have the 2 for $4 deal, or is that
2 for $6? 2 for $6.
So
they've raised the prices.
It's not $2 since I was in college. We talked about that.
And a side of fries.
Is it fries or the actual like the little hash brown thing?
Nah, they
fries in the morning, man. I couldn't do that. I'd be tired. I'd take a nap by 11.
Last week, I always get when I go to work, I'll get like a Whopper at like 6 in the morning.
I could not do that if that was.
You got to put cheese on that mother though. Like, you got to put cheese on there. No pickles, no onions. Come on.
I'm gonna say for me, loser of the week is anybody that bought a singular ticket for a Dodgers game to see Ohtani today or Monday or Tuesday because he left for paternity leave. So if you bought a singular ticket to see Ohtani, sorry, the baby came first. You don't get that with it. I wanted to wait for Tyler for us to have a deeper conversation on this Giants hat thing that went down this week. There's no hatred involved in it. I'm not trying to get to anything like that with it. I just think it's funny how businesses put players in an awkward position like that with some of these things within like kind of forcing things on them in that regard. But given the situation what happened with the Giants, if you don't know what we're talking about the pride hat that some of the players, they wrote Bible verses on it. I think there's 3 or 4, and you've seen it throughout the years actually then with people doing that. And but it made me think of the Seinfeld clip. And I think you guys will be able to put the correlation together.
Nothing wrong with that.
With when you hear it with what happened with the Giants this weekend. So imagine Kramer is the Giants players. That's how I views this part of it.
Cosmo Kramer.
Okay, you're checked in.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's your AIDS ribbon.
No thanks.
You don't want to wear an AIDS ribbon?
No.
But you have to wear an AIDS ribbon.
I have to?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't want to.
But everyone wears the ribbon. You must wear the ribbon.
What you are? You're a ribbon bully.
Hey, you, come back here. Come back here and put this on.
Hey, where's your ribbon? Oh, I don't wear the ribbon.
You don't wear the ribbon? Aren't you against AIDS?
Yeah, I'm against AIDS. I mean, I'm walking, aren't I? Just don't wear the ribbon.
Who do you think you are?
Put the ribbon on.
Hey, Cedric, Bob, this guy won't wear a ribbon.
Who? Who doesn't want to wear the ribbon?
I don't know why. That's what that meant. That made me think of that scene because, like, that's what I don't want to wear it. I don't want to wear it. That's what made me think of it. So.
Those are the only guys that scared Kramer because I remember when he was watching Elaine's bookcase or something. They just took it from him.
The armoire, yeah, he's out there. That was fun. So, anyways, I don't know. Just that whole scene made me think of that this week with the Giants players. So that was our loser week with it. That whole situation, that clip, obviously winner of the week, for sure. So just a great shot with it. What do you got, Brian, for winner of the week?
Summertime. It's one of the best seasons of the year, and I feel like it's it's great being summertime.
Better weather out there, right?
Sun's out, guns out.
Brian gets to wear his bathing suit all day long. I guess
Do you
that's
wear a
what-
Speedo or you do trunks?
I think Brian's definitely Speedo action. I think he's definitely Speedo action for sure on that one. We got that with it. All right. What do you got for winner of the week, Casey?
Oh man, shoot, we got a couple of them. Caitlin Clark came out with the CCs, the new edition, first brand new shoe.
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah, Caitlin wons. Great. And then Angel Reese, fastest WNBA player to record 1,000 rebounds. So yeah, it was a great weekend for the women. So
great weekend for but I saw Caitlin Clark lost twice to Angel Reese. How about Angel Reese first, the fastest to 1,000 rebounds?
That's what I just said.
I got that too there with it. So all right. So that Brian, that's Casey's winner of the week. Like I said, I'm gonna stick for
Chuck Norris stat of the week too.
What was the Chuck stat of the week? What was the Chuck stat? We got to give on we got to go Chuck stat of the week.
Can you name Chuck's best friend? Cordell
Stewart. That's what it was. Cordell Stewart. My winner of the week. I'll go Schwarber now up to 28 bombs. Like I said, I keep giving me. I've always said David Ortiz vibes. The last starting 2 years ago, just picking up his career at the end where he just hits absolute bombs and still has his flaws more than Ortiz in terms of average, but he's a pretty clutch hitter too.
He has the most strikeouts in the league.
Huh?
He has the most strikeouts in the league.
He strikes out, homers or walks, but he's getting better. But the one thing is when he's in clutch situations, he doesn't strike out as much as he used to. He's able to get better in those situations, which makes him a lot better for me. Kind of moving forward. Yeah, the average is the one thing with Ortiz where he is a little different there for sure.
Hey, where's Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler. Tyler.
Yeah,
I even texted him. Let's see if he texted me back.
A little bit. I know you didn't want to go anywhere near the subject, but it's back, Niners fans. The Max Crosby rumor. So let's get him. Let's get him in 49ers colors.
No, he doesn't want to play for a loser franchise, dude. Sorry. Not you guys. You guys went to the dance.
Like he was all good in the hood after the Ravens trade broke through, but we all know that's not the case.
You guys wanted. You guys always make the Super Bowl, but you just cannot close. How's the taste?
Man, just Raiders, just keep them. Be smart. Just move
on.
You
guys are like the Undertaker,
except like
the opposite of 21-0. You guys just can't win.
I'm not even hearing you anymore, Casey. Your team is garbage.
Brian, that's obvious we garbage. We haven't won in 20.
We have Mendoza now, man. We just got the new Joe Montana.
Casey always thinks the Raiders are going to be good, but they aren't.
3 Super Bowls in the.
He had the Warriors at top 12 already. We had the Warriors at top 12 already. That's where he's at. His confidence there. All right, we'll call it a show there with it. Tyler, what happened? You got pulled away on Mother's Day. Came up. Disrespect on it. So.
I think Emily told him to mow the lawn.
Along with it. All right, everybody will be back for episode 270.